You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Tuesday, the 15th of July. Resolving border friction key for mutual trust, India tells China. And Indian astronaut Subhanshu Shukla splashes down after 18-day space mission. Nepal opposition leader Dehel offers to rally support for constitution amendment. And now for all the details. India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, who is on a visit to China for Foreign Ministers' meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization countries, called on Chinese President Xi Jinping. In a post on X, Jaishankar said he appraised the Chinese president about the recent development in the bilateral ties. Earlier on Monday, the Indian Foreign Minister also held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, where he highlighted the good progress in the past 9 months for normalization of relations. Wang, in conversation with Jaishankar, said the two sides should trust each other rather than suspect each other, a readout from his office said. However, the Indian side said resolving friction along their border and the ability to maintain peace are fundamental for mutual trust between New Delhi and Beijing. India and China share a 3,800-kilometer border that is poorly demarcated and has been disputed since the 1950s. They fought a brief but brutal border war in 1962, and talks over the decades to settle the dispute have made slow progress. Relations nosedived in 2020 after militaries of both countries had fatal clash at the de facto border of line of actual control. A thaw in relation came after forces disengaged at the borders and Chinese President Xi Jinping and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks on the sidelines of the 2024 BRICS summit in Russia last year. And amid India-US trade deal speculations, an Indian trade delegation has reached Washington for trade talks, Reuters has informed. India is among the remaining countries that are still to finalize a trade deal with the United States. US President Donald Trump last month hinted at a very big trade deal with India after a team of negotiators from both countries held talks on the agreement. Trump has given a deadline of 1st of August and threatened that higher tariffs will be imposed on countries after that. The tariff implementation was initially planned for April, later paused for 90 days, now extended till August. This development comes as Trump on Monday reiterated his claim of stopping the India-Pakistan escalation after the Pahalgam terror attack. During a meeting with the Secretary General of NATO, Trump said, "We have been very successful in settling wars. India, Pakistan. India, by the way, Pakistan would have been a nuclear war within another week, the way that was going. It was going very badly." He claimed of using the leverage of trade as his strategy and stated that, "We did that through trade. I said, we are not going to talk to you about trade unless you get this thing settled." And they did. However, India has repeatedly denied the claims made by the US president, reiterating the country's policy of handling the issue bilaterally. Pakistan on Monday announced the creation of a new national paramilitary force, raising concerns among opposition parties and human rights groups. State Minister for the Interior Talal Chaudhary said the new force, named the Federal Constabulary, will replace the Frontier Constabulary previously limited to northwestern tribal recruits. It will now have a nationwide mandate including riot control, internal security, and counter-terrorism. The announcement comes ahead of planned nationwide protests on August 5th by former Prime Minister Imran Khan's PTI party, marking the second anniversary of his arrest. Past PTI protests have turned violent, with some paralyzing Islamabad. This will be a new, stronger force needed for internal security, Chaudhary said, adding that President Asif Ali Zardari had already approved necessary legal amendments. PTI leader Zulfikar Bukhari criticized the move, warning it should not be used to silence political opponents. The Human Rights Commission of Pakistan also voiced concern, calling the restructuring of security forces without paramilitary debate alarming. The training of the new force will align it with national enforcement standards, officials said. A US appeals court has temporarily blocked a move to end TPS, temporary protected status, for thousands of Afghans, granting them more time to challenge the decision. The Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals issued an administrative stay until July 21st, following an emergency request by immigration advocacy group CASA. The legal challenge targets an April announcement by the Department of Homeland Security under the Trump administration that ended TPS for nationals of Afghanistan and Cameroon, arguing that conditions no longer warranted protection. CASA called the decision arbitrary and discriminatory, warning of irreparable harm. The TPS program shields individuals from deportation and allows work authorization if their home countries face armed conflict, disaster, or other crisis. Over 82,000 Afghans were evacuated to the US after the 2021 Taliban takeover, many under temporary parole status. Afghan Iraq, a veterans-led resettlement coalition, backed the court challenge and urged DHS to extend TPS. Rights groups warned many Afghans, especially women and those who aided the US, face serious risks if returned. The Trump administration has until July 17th night to respond. The stay is temporary and does not represent a final ruling. Moving on. While addressing a session of the Nepal Parliament, former PM and opposition leader Pushpa Kamal Dahal, also known as Prachanda, said he is open to supporting constitutional amendments provided his conditions are met. Emphasizing the need to institutionalize the rights of the Nepali people, he called for changes in areas such as the governance structure, electoral system, and social justice to ensure inclusion of historically marginalized communities. Prachanda criticized the ruling Nepali Congress CPN-UML coalition, accusing it of lacking the political will to pursue these reforms. He warned that the government's current approach poses a greater threat to republicanism than any monarchist or foreign force. The state has failed to meet public expectations. Trust in the system is eroding. A serious review is essential, he said, adding that flaws in the electoral process and governance model have fueled public dissatisfaction.
अब संविधान संशोधनले नेपाली जनताका अधिकार अझै संस्थागत गर्ने, उपेक्षित उत्पीडित जाति वर्ग भूगोल र समुदायको पहिचान र अधिकार संरक्षणका लागि अझै अगाडि बढ्ने हुनुपर्दछ भन्ने हाम्रो स्पष्ट मत छ। संविधान जारी हुँदाका असन्तुष्टि हल हुने गरी संविधानको अग्रगामी संशोधन गर्ने, शासकीय स्वरूप, निर्वाचन प्रणाली, प्रदेशको नामाङ्कन, सीमाङ्कन, पहिचान र अधिकारको सम्बोधन गर्ने, वित्तीय संहिता, अझ राम्रो समावेशिता, सामाजिक न्यायका लागि संविधान संशोधन गर्ने हो भने।
And astronaut and Indian Air Force test pilot Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla on Tuesday splashed out as he marked the end of his mission aboard the International Space Station. Along with 3 crewmates, including mission commander Peggy Whitson aboard Space Capsule Grace, Shukla undocked from the orbiting laboratory on Monday. During his 18-day stay at the laboratory, he performed multiple experiments, including muscle loss under microgravity, digestion in space, and astronauts' mental well-being. The results of these experiments are expected to be shared with ISRO and international collaborators to aid future missions, including India's own human spaceflight program Gaganyaan. With the space feed, the Indian Air Force test pilot has become the first Indian to visit ISS and the only second Indian after Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma to travel to space after 41 years. Shukla, along with astronaut designate Group Captain Prashant Nair, who served as former's backup, were selected and trained by NASA under a bilateral cooperation framework with ISRO. Talking to ANI, ISRO's Director for Space Applications Center Nilesh Desai said the Axiom 4 mission was a major learning opportunity for the Indian Space Agency. Highlighting that the unmanned space mission under Gaganyaan will begin later this year, he said following 2 such unmanned missions, India will launch the manned mission with the selected astronauts, during which experience gained by Shukla will be extremely valuable. Shukla will undergo medical checkups and rehabilitation before he returns to India.
कमाल की यात्रा रही है ये मेरी, लेकिन अब जैसे कि मेरी ये यात्रा ख़त्म होने वाली है, आपकी और मेरी यात्रा अभी बहुत लंबी है। हमारी ह्यूमन स्पेस मिशन की जो यात्रा है वो बहुत लंबी है और बहुत कठिन भी है, लेकिन मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूँ कि अगर हम निश्चय कर लें तो तारा अभी प्राप्यन्ते। आज का भारत स्पेस से महत्वाकांक्षी दिखता है। आज का भारत निडर दिखता है। आज का भारत कॉन्फिडेंट दिखता है। आज का भारत गर्व से पूर्ण दिखता है। और इन्हीं सब कारणों की वजह से मैं एक बार फिर से कह सकता हूँ कि आज का भारत अभी भी सारे जहां से अच्छा दिखता है।
श्री शुभांशु शुक्ला वो अंतरिक्ष की 15 दिनों की सफर के बाद वापिस पृथ्वी पे आ रहे हैं और ये उनके लिए बहुत ही अविस्मरणीय, जिसको कह सकते हैं, अनुभव रहा है। और जिसमें उन्होंने स्पेस शटल इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन पे कई एक्सपेरिमेंट भी किए। पहले तो उसका एक एक्सपीरियंस लिया स्पेस का और माइक्रोग्रेविटी का, और वो लेने के बाद कई एक्सपेरिमेंट भी वहाँ किए 15 दिनों तक स्पेस में रहने के समय पर। और ये अनुभव लेते हुए वो वापस पृथ्वी पे आ रहे हैं। तो ये अनुभव का फायदा हमारे जो भारत का और इसरो का गगनयान मिशन है उसमें उनके अनुभव का अवश्य हमको फायदा मिलेगा। उसके लिए ये पूरा अभियान हम इसरो ने किया था, भारत ने किया था कि
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.